Hey, writers. For today's writers workshop, we are going to be talking about 3 steps we can take in order to write a true story. Now, we've been learning all about how to write true stories and to write stories that readers would want to read. And in order for us to do that, we need to do 3 things. The first thing we need to do, you can hold up a 1, we need to tell who is in the story. Is it you? Is it your brother? Is it your sister? Is it your mom? Is it your aunt? You need to say who is in the story. You can name them by name, or you can just say my sister, my brother. The second thing we need to do, hold up a 2, is we need to tell where the story happens. Did the story happen at your house? Did it happen? Well, we're not really at school right now, so we can't really say school, but we could say while we were in a Microsoft Teams meeting. Or did it happen when you were out and about? Did the story happen when you were at the park or around your neighborhood? So the second thing we need to do is tell where the story happened. And the third thing we need to do is we need to tell what is happening in the story. Were you playing puppets or were you playing with your stuffed animals with one of your siblings? That's that picture. Or this one over here, were you playing in the sand bucket in your backyard? Or were you playing jump rope? Those are the things that we need to talk about. We need to say who is in the story, where the story happens, and what is happening in the story. Today, I'm going to show you an example of a kindergartner who wrote a story about one time when she went to McDonald's. All right, so this kindergarten wrote a story and it says, I went to McDonald's with my sister. And you can see they drew the big M for McDonald's if you've ever been there before. So she talked about where she went and who she went with. She went to McDonald's with her sister. We were eating hamburgers. So she drew a picture of her and her sister, and she was telling what they were doing. They were eating hamburgers. She even labeled food right here. And the last picture says, my sister's hamburger fell on the floor. So she was telling about something true that happened in her life, a true story. She kind of wrote about something interesting too. Have you ever had something fall on the floor before that you were going to eat? I know I have. So today, as you're writing your stories, I'm going to put this picture of how to write a true story. I'm going to put it on canvas so you can look at it as you take your writing paper out and as you try to think of a true story that has happened to you in your life. Don't forget to use who, where, and what is exactly happening in your story.